Hello, BookTube. I'm here with a sort of announcement. Well, it is an announcement and a sort of TBR. Well, slight TBR. May is approaching rather quickly, and May is the home of Horror Mayhem, created by the Bookish Bryants last year. The Bookish Bryants are temporarily incognito, so we do not have our commanders in chiefs. So, but I've noticed a number of booktubers that have been putting up announcements. So if everybody else is doing it, why can't I? And so here's mine, and it's because the structure of it, and I think everybody is following more or less the structure to a certain extent. 250 pages or less for work, so that's a novel no bigger than 250 pages. It's a celebration of horror through short stories, for the most part. And my main choice here is doesn't fit in that, but oh well. Um, and last year we had prompts for every week. This year there's no prompts at the moment. Uh, but I'm going to my reading is going to be mummies for the horror, but also it coincides with Maypire, the second month of Brandy's the Booklectic, and I'm following along with this, reading vampire stories for May, April and May, Vampiril and Maypire. So I'll be continuing, and I'll see if I can pull out and find more short works of vampirism from the 19th century. But my main book for Horror Mayhem is going to be The Mummy, A Tale of the 22nd Century by Jane Webb. This was published in 1827. Jane Webb's full name is Jane Webb Wells Loudon. And this is, I'll just read the back here. It says, it's the year 2026, and England is a land of tranquility and prosperity and contradictions. Though ruled exclusively by queens, women must still defer to men in matters of marriage and career. Education is universal and technological advances abound. Robotic surgeries, undersea tunnels, weather control devices. But the battle between science and religion rages on, as does war between England and Germany. And then there's another tag thing here saying, for fans of science fiction mixed with horror, humor, philosophy, and politics. The Mummy, A Tale of the 22nd Century, provides a highly imaginative view of the future and is the first English language story to feature a reanimated mummy. So that's kind of cool. And it is more than twice. It's just over 500 pages. This is a kind of a nice edition, or at least a series. It's haunted Library of Horror Classics, and that's put out by the Horror Writers Association. The series editors are Eric J. Guinard and Leslie S. Klinger of Leslie S. Klinger, the annotator, Sherlock Holmes, Dracula, Frankenstein, you name it. And this has an introduction by Lisa Tuttle, the science fiction author, horror author. Interesting. She says that, this has a better claim for being, even though she says that, Frankenstein is the first science fiction, but this one has a better claim for being the first one. But she doesn't go into that. I'm assuming she means that there's more what she would call science fiction in it, but that's like splitting hairs, hairs, and clearly Frankenstein predated this, so there you go. Take that for what it's worth. But yeah, so this will be a fun read, and I'll see if I can find. I do have a number of other anthologies and collections of mummy stories. And if I can just find those, and I should be able to add a few in of those during the month as well. As for videos, I'm sort of I'm going through a lot of issues, and it's a little difficult here to to do videos, just to sort of to get the mental energy to do videos. So I'm trying to continue reading, but for the past week I've hardly read anything at all. So it's time to get back into reading. But anyway, that's Horror Mayhem. And again, that's something that excites Edgar. What are you joining in, or what will you be reading for any horror? Or are you reading any horror in May? Do let me know in the comments. Thank you, BookTube.